One word.
It.
Only Stephen King. He's like, I'm gonna turn Freddy Krueger into a clown.
And then at the end, I'll turn him into a spider. But that's later on. So this is Creepshow09 VillainNews. L-Mid, JBM. So we just watched it for the first time.
Well, I saw it
This
when
is
I
one
was...
of those movies that you think that, you know, I mean, you see bits and pieces of it, but you never finish it.
Well, it's because it was a miniseries. It was on TV. Well, it was a two-part movie on TV.
Go.
And
you're afraid like a little girl when you were a
this
kid?
was the first horror villain that ever scared me as a kid. Was Pennywise. I remember all the freaking bathroom scenes of all the blood. There's so much gore of blood in this, like Amityville Horror stuff. Yeah, that's so dope.
But it's still scary as hell when you're a kid going.
I was never afraid of like clowns or anything, but it was just after watching that, it's the look of Pennywise, the personality that Tim Curry gives it. He's great.
The evil, demonic.
Anyway, we're just gonna give a few thoughts on this. It was a 28-parter on YouTube. Watched it all in one night. Give me a break.
So overall,
it's a bunch.
It's the kids. You know, the kids. You know, at the
basic concept. It's the kids, the losers club, a bunch of geeks, freaks, and nerds.
They see Pennyworth and he terrorizes them when they're kids, and then it shows their story of where they're at when they're older, and then and there's another murder, and they gotta show back up in town because you know
they make a pact.
Back. They're like, hey, he's back, and they made a pact that just show back up if he shows back.
Everything in this is so in cliche.
No. What you mean is so boring because they show scenes on forever.
No, okay. So get this: they're all traumatized,
and they're getting chased by the greasers and the Socs the whole time and getting picked on, and that's a total filler scene where they film for 30 minutes.
Everything,
like, hey, the rock fight
all the characters are so fucking it'll be like the fat kid who gets picked on.
His glasses are taped together. You know,
oh, the girl with the abusive drunk dad.
John Boy's got a ponytail.
Because it's 1990.
And you're like, dude, what the hell?
What else? No, but after a while, the whole Pennywise thing just gets redundant. You guys know
John Boy? Oh, he cut out of it. John Boy with the long hair.
He's
with
right
the ponytail. Can't handle it.
No, the Pennywise just gets redundant, but it's still great. I love the performance and watching Tim Curry.
No, it was classic. No, with the props.
Obviously, you guys know that he was up for the Joker role in 1989, Batman 1989. So he would have played a clown there. Instead, he got this role. Who knows if he would have got that role if he would have played this role, you know? And now there's word of the remake coming from that Charlie Farquhar guy, the guy who did Jane Eyre, basically the drama. Who directed that. It's filmed dark. I swear to God, if they hire Michael Fassbender as freaking Pennywise the clown, I'm gonna flip out.
He went there. So,
no, not to diss Michael Fassbender or anything, but seriously, he tried to play a psychopath in Jonah Hex, and I've seen enough. I'm going there.
He's still going there.
I've seen enough psychopathic performances to know that shit was whack.
Alright, shut up. So the movie goes on, and the kids, so they show back up.
And don't hate me just for my freaking opinion,
there's the
you
fat
faggots.
Kid, there's the other kid that, is gonna, he's like, got the hooker, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna commit suicide. There's the girl, there's the freaking, what's his name? What's his name's character from Idle Hand?
Who?
From Idle Hand. His, the dead zombie, Seth Green.
Seth Green plays one of the kids in there, and the one kid from Sidekicks plays Richard Thomas's character.
But yeah, so then it goes through that, and then it's filled, and it cuts to half of the movie, and they're at a Chinese restaurant. They finally get together, and they meet at a Chinese restaurant when they first get together.
They stuff their faces with MSG.
MSG, you know what that is? Look it up. Shit kills you. Go on.
No, anyway.
They talk about nothing. They talk about good times, and then they talk about the
No,
bad
it goes
times.
through everyone's story of experiencing the traumatic experience as a kid
When
of
it showed up, yeah, like through the sewer, and when he showed up in the sink with the girl, and that
it gets
prop
really
with the balloon
redundant.
and
But
the blood. That's dope.
honestly, if they would have got rid of half the characters, now they're doing the remake, like I was saying. Then they're gonna do a 2-part movie. Like they're gonna release it one year and the next year.
Hold up, we gotta lay down the principles that when the girl sees the balloon that pops with the blood, the adults can't see the blood or anything. They can't see what the kids
All right, just
see.
shut up.
No, this is an important thing.
I'm talking about the remake that's coming.
He's
They're making a
talking about
2-part.
the remake. Go on.
They're making a 2-part movie.
Yeah, go
Instead, they
on.
should just make it one action-packed movie of a little over 2 hours
He wants an
and cut off all
action-packed
the
thriller.
and cut off all the Stephen King.
He wants
Make
an
it
action-
dark.
Like,
I don't even know
make
who
it
to.
dark like Tim Burton.
I don't know who to fucking.
Not Alice in Wonderland, Tim Burton style.
They gotta go a guy who's over 40 to play Pennywise because that's part of the scariness is that he's an old
That he's
clown, the
old?
creepy old guy,
Well,
you
in
know.
this one he's not really old. He's kind of middle aged.
Well, he is, yeah, 40 over 40s. That's what I'm saying. I hope they don't go like Heath Ledger, freaking Joseph Gordon-Levitt style, like late 20s, early 30s guy, or Michael Fassbender, the most overhyped actor. He's like, what's his name, from Avatar, on his little run.
Heath Ledger
And
just
Clash
makes me
of the
think
Titans.
of the Dark Knight and how terrible it is.
What, the Crow reject?
No.
The terrorist and drag
No, Heath Ledger.
Crow reject? Yeah.
It makes me think how the Dark Knight is pathetic.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
Christopher
so-
Nolan was quoted as saying the source material is
Alright,
irrelevant.
We're not going to get into how the Dark Knight is pathetic,
Like really?
because it is. So, no. So, alright.
That's it. We're done, dude.
No.
The ending is. You
No,
want to know
no,
what this?
you know what the ending
Go
is?
away for spoilers if you don't
It's-
want to hear the ending.
It's,
But they all
Lord-
get
it's-
together.
It's Lord of the Rings, and they're in the sewer like
Every situation is so fucking generic. Like, oh, they're having second thoughts about facing it.
No. At the
Oh,
end-
his brother died. Oh,
At
their
the end of
parents
the
are.
movie, it's not even
not
the
treating
clown.
them
You
right.
don't even see the clown at all at the rest of the movie, and
You
it's,
don't even get what it's about. Like it's all in their heads,
And then-
but
no,
like
no,
it
no,
only
no,
works
no.
if you believe. Like
Let's-
that's like in so many scripts, it's
well,
not
let's
even
finish,
funny.
Though at the rest of the movie, it's a spider they battle, a spider like a big ass prop spider,
Lord of the Rings,
Frodo spider,
exactly.
like you know what I'm talking about.
and it
Like-
puts one of them in a cocoon,
No,
and they
no,
go
no.
to a
And the
catatonic
chick-
state.
and the chick is using a freaking
Hardcore horror movie.
The
style.
chick is using her
slingshot. You wouldn't believe this
like
of
she's
us talking
like
about
it's
it unless you
Damien
see it.
Goliath.
Yeah, she brings the one from when they were like 12 years old, the slingshot. And you're
Like the rubber's still good on it.
this is gonna be the worst review ever.
Wow.
And the freaking token whatchamacallit guy
The
who's
token
like
black guy.
he's a freaking
The black guy looks like the black guy
he's
from
totally
Terminator
you
2.
just think like why don't you go and raise like Tia and Tamara from Sister or something
Because that's where he's from.
like
Josh went there.
that's what you're thinking the whole time.
What an ass.
John Ritter's in it.
Yeah, what about him? Boy, you liked his performance?
He's in it if you like him. He's hardcore John Ritter in it.
He's just mentioning it.
Anyway, that's it. The ending, yeah.
What do you give it?
The
overall?
ending is so anticlimactic,
Well, overall,
as
what
they
do you
say.
give it?
7.8, just under 8.
He gives it a 7.8. Hold up, we didn't mention.
I wish they
we
condensed
didn't
it.
even mention the skeleton that comes up with the green moss.
Yeah,
When
swamp
the
style.
fat kid's looking
That's
at
how
the
the
thing.
fog, John Carpenter's
fat
The
kid's
Fog should have
walking
been,
by
but
the-
it wasn't.
He's walking by the freaking drainage down the bottom of the road there.
That's
And
like the
freaking-
dopest
where they're
scene in
hanging
the
out
whole
and they set
freaking
the
movie.
fort. Yeah, dude, that prop was
Yeah,
so
he
dope with the
morphs
skeleton.
into whatever you're afraid
No,
of,
then
Freddy
later on-
Krueger
then also
style.
later on in the movie, remember he's looking out past the lily pads and it's that skeleton
we're done.
again? No, I'm saying it's the skeleton all getting all black, like all skinny.
Yeah.
Standing up. Yeah, we didn't mention that. That part's dope. Good props, dope stuff. No, I'll give it an 8. You give it a 7.8. I'll give it an 8
Pretty much an 8.
because this is like one of the original first clown movies, and then you got all these other whack movies that you can look at.
I know,
Blockbuster and
you
everything.
see all those direct-to-DVD
All these fake ones,
clown
all
ones,
the
they're
other people
always
that try to
just
make
terrible.
a clown killer, and it's like I've seen it before.
It's like Tim Curry, like Wow, it was like total filler on the soundtrack until the ending.
Somebody doesn't know how to do editing right.
Anyway, Tim Curry made Pennywise that character that it is. I hope it doesn't come off as a mockery. Listen, they're gonna go young because they try to make it their own thing, you know. They're not gonna do Tim Curry.
No,
He's like
listen to
67. Shut up. They're not gonna go with Tim Curry. They're gonna go with someone younger to make it their own thing or whatnot.
No.
And he defined this character kind of like how Robert Englund defined Freddy Krueger. So I hope it doesn't come off as a cheap mockery.
Listen to this.
They got to get a really talented, established actor.
Stephen King's,
Don't go up and coming whack.
Stephen King's drunk ass, high ass wrote this script in 1 day and 60 days.
Do not hire someone who hasn't played a good villain. I mean, Michael Fassbender was okay as Magneto, but he wasn't good as a psychopath in Jonah Hex.
You get it 1 day in 60 days?
Yeah,
They
in
don't
his
get it.
mind,
They
and
don't
then he
get it.
just wrote filler for the rest of 60 days. He
He's
came up with the
drunk ass
whole
high
ending.
ass.
Shut up. Alright, this is JBM and Elman.